When interacting with other users, be advised that they are very protective about what they believe is real. For example, they use words like physical and virtual even though both are sensorially experienced. If confronted, the common user may lash out when you examine the code structure that defines their capacity for representation. Behaviors used to maintain consensus reality include gaslighting, absolutism, bargaining, and othering. However, don't be alarmed. The real doesn't care if it exists outside perception, experience, or symbolic order. Just tell the user you enjoy their fascinating simulation. If your user is lonely, don't worry. It's a part of their programming. Their lead engineers constructed capital OS so that the meaning of life is to enjoy objects and not each other. That is why so many users desperately share their consumption on social media. That's because their everyday lives are fully immersed in the totality of the human project, and yet they feel invisible. Try reminding your user that they just aren't that important. By doing so, they may realize that capital OS is a temporary patch in human behavior design. To better align with the dominant cultural program, try indoctrinating your user. Are they out of alignment with capital OS? Antagonistic economic pressure is a great way to promote consistency over personal growth. If that doesn't work, try installing the meme of authenticity. Users are much less likely to learn from each other if they fear not being their authentic selves. If properly installed, authenticity drivers format users to be their own surveillance systems of themselves. Therefore, the feedback loop of narcissistic self-referencing makes it so they never absorb the complexity of the other. Following this protocol will ensure your users auto-propagandize themselves so that no additional update to their psychological firmware is required. Did you know we have a 5-step protocol on how to not waste your life? Step 1. Don't just desire. Make sure you chase your dreams. We have colonized what you can imagine anyways. Step 2. Embrace who you are or where you come from. Individuality is a brand. Collectivism is a brand. Capital wins regardless. Step 3. Celebrate the grind. When you chase the desire we manufactured for you, it keeps the machine running. Step 4. Set impossible goals. If you are happy with your achievements, your desire becomes symbolically dead. Best to feel fulfilled serving those more important than you. Finally, become friends with the managerial class. You won't feel as oppressed if you accept the veneer of toxic positivity. Did you know that religion was the first metaverse platform? The real is utterly terrifying. It exists as it is, regardless of our desire for narcissistic meaning. So we created a map that matches our longing for delusion. You see, this map promises virtual lands that are more interesting than the harshness of reality. If you don't like any one map, we can provide you with new ones to remix existing ones. On and on, new maps can be drawn. Just know that life is too short to not be contained by our product. Do you imagine the world or the map? Would you be able to spot the difference? Please be patient with your user. Their program named Desire is in a recursive loop due to binaries in their language, OS. Capitalism demands surplus enjoyment, yet becomes its own opposite. Counting our pleasure leads us to take pleasure in the counting. Technology boosts unrestricted access to every outlet for desire, yet users are more unhappy than ever. Regulating the libidinal economy is even more perverted. If they reject their desires, the new desire is to pleasure something greater than yourself. The rejection of pleasure leads to the pleasure of rejection. Every conditional exit just brings users back to the foundation of their source code. Is quantum pleasure the solution? Congratulations! Your training program is now complete. Our protocol was designed to keep users perpetually confused, so they would accept any reality they were given. It was always about showing you that happiness is having nothing left to believe. The rule of law is just a meme. We can never see the real because we are addicted to the consensual hallucination. Our first antivirus for cultural resistance was always to distract you with something new to hate.